Hey there, it's Lokijunda. We are just gonna casually play through from Chapter 9 to hopefully the end of the game. This is me just finishing my playthrough on PC, which I have not done yet. So, nothing fancy, just kind of having a good time playing around. This is one of those games where the audio cuts off when I click out of it, which bugs me, but I completely understand it. But let's see. Oh, that's right. I am just kind of, like I said, casually playing through this. Might discuss some of the things that you can do, or where secrets are, or things like that, but not really going into anything crazy. Just gonna kind of go relatively quickly through. I haven't decided if I'm going to let cutscenes play or not. If you have an opinion on that, let me know. I am just putting my notes up just in case I forget anything. Okay, there's that. Sorry, I have a second window. Probably should have just done this on a second PC. But, because again, yeah, the audio cutting out isn't my favorite thing. Okay, I see what they did. They had, at least since release, they did do this a while ago. They modified the controls for the boat, and I think what they did is they switched the modern control scheme to act like tank controls. And again, nothing crazy. This is just playing through on easy. We can think of this as maybe just some speedrunning practice as I play through a number of times to fully ingrain the path and which way to go. Oh wait, we do have to... do this. Oh, hold on, I need to rearrange my windows. Okay, there we go. Do I need that? No. Alright, up to here to open the floodgate. Huh. Ah, darn, there we go. We are going to skip the coolant because I am an impatient man. A few things to note in this section on Chapter 9 once you get to the flooded city through the first floodgate. Down here is the parking garage. If you go up here, you can get the parking garage key. It's on this top right table there. Then coming down this way is where you'll get the coolant, which lets you boost as much as you want with while you're in the boat. And also the shrine for this chapter is right in like the beginning once you get to the parking garage area. Right down there. And then there's just like some goodies there. So we are going to go directly here, and I've never messed up before, which means I'm probably going to mess up for the first time right now and die trying to go through without getting the coolant. Because you do have to use your boost pretty accurately once you get into the smoked region. And if we do it right, we should get out just before we begin perishing. There we go. We got out just in time. It really isn't too bad, but I always think I'm going to mess up. Okay, we do have to go up here and burn the stomach here, as well as grab the wire that we'll need to open the next floodgate. As much as I'm not overly fond of water level / boat levels in horror games, every time I do play this, it does bring to mind Thinking City should be coming at some point. Thinking City 2, that is. And I am really looking forward to that. Oh, I missed it. That kind of thing is the reason why I don't think I'll ever make a good speedrunner. All those little missteps I do. Do I have a weapon equipped? Alright, there's an incendiary grenade around here. And you do need to make sure you use these if you're going for the melee grenade. Achievement. I'm going for no achievements this particular run.
I've destroyed the second node. It looks like the roots are getting weaker.
Nice one.
How are you doing?
Still en route. I'll be there in about 30 minutes.
Sounds like you're making good time.
We'll see. Don't wait up.
Let me in. I am using the PC playthrough to help confirm what actually unlocks what, because I wasn't always sure of that with the Xbox version on runs that I did several things. But hopefully this will help me clear things up pretty well. A couple times, well, at least once rushing through this section is when I forgot to come up here after burning the stomach. And then I had to come all the way back to get the wire. I'm not really worried about that. I don't even know. Do I have enough points to buy anything? Do kind of want some shotgun ammo, which it looks like I don't have. Which is fine. Just to make encounters a little easier, but I don't have to. It's on easy. I can beat everything in this game with the knife without much concern. On easy, anyway. If we were doing extreme death wish, that would be a completely different story. Still need to finish the playthrough on that. Which I will. I think my next playthrough, though, is going to be... I'm going to try and see how many achievements for playthroughs that I can get in one go. I'm going to try and go for the melee grenade-only achievement, killing no enemies other than bosses outside of the first encounter. See if I can do... Well, there are 2 achievements that are kind of exclusive or are the get all of the side packs, max inventory space, and the don't open the storage boxes, because they are both route dependent, and you have to go the route that requires you to unlock open storage boxes for key items in order to get all the side packs. Meaning you have to go the mall and the hospital, which both require you to open storage safes. So I'll try and figure that one out. I might go side packs just because I prefer the hospital over the police station in Chapter 3. I'm better at it. I have done it a lot more. And even the puzzle for the generator in the basement, I'm pretty good at these days. Damn it, did I... Oh, that's right, we have to go here to get the movie studio key. Forgot that. No, I want... Oh, I thought one of those was shotgun ammo. I always forget that. I even have my notes up that tell me that I don't have to stop here first, and I just didn't look at them. Luckily, the boat part is almost over. It's short. But I figure, what is it? We're on Chapter 9. We're about to be on Chapter 10. And then we just have... The mall is pretty short. Easy to do and cut through, especially if you know the keys ahead of time like I do. At least for this difficulty. Then, so do mall. And then after Chapter 10, we have just the military base with Evan. Then, Ground Zero, followed by Chapter 13 is just the final boss encounter. Might as well go ahead and use that one there. Since it's pretty close to where we're going, I will go and get the Zodiac coin for Chapter 9. If you've played through this game and you are thinking of what should I do on my next playthrough, or what is one of the first things I should try to unlock, I will always say my recommendations: do, of course, a vanilla playthrough, play however you want. Next thing you do should be the UFO ending, followed by, following the UFO ending, get all the Zodiac coins. The unlockable you get for getting all the Zodiac coins is really one of the most fun unlockables that they have in this game. I absolutely love it. Alright, we're just gonna... And if you get the... Right when you hit them, if you start backing away, you can just walk out the range of that, but if you get too close, then of course, it's no good. And I wonderfully messed up and got myself infected here. I really hope there's a... Shit, there's not. And a fun thing to note, this right here, if you are on PC, if you look through the files, you can find a video file of just this thing and just watch this. I mean, they've said there's nothing in it, and I mean, there isn't too much. But I thought it was fun that it was there in the files to just watch. Now, if you are looking for the Zodiac coins, again, this is Chapter 9. Go over here where this is, right in this little nook. We can squeeze through here. And we have the Tiger Zodiac coin. I'm going to grab this genome points there just because I might need it to buy some antibodies. Oh, of course. This is this is the stuff I do. I get so distracted. I'm like, yeah, I ran in there. That's all I need to do. I completely forgot to grab the item I needed to grab while I was in there. It was not the Zodiac coin. Came here specifically for this. I'll heal once I start limping. So I'm gonna want to be quick in the boat because I might not notice. Oh god, I think I'm gonna die in the boat. Can you die in the boat? This might be interesting to see what happens. Uh-oh, went too far. Don't need any of that. There we go. Power cable used. Yes. Come on, turn on, turn on. Now we... wonder how all these bodies got there. The screaming is just such a nice touch for that part. Ah, too far. And yeah, that's the save room. Okay, good, good. Can go ahead, up my defense and stuff. Then give myself a little bit of cure. I do need to start making note of where the shotgun rounds are. So when I go to do a good and proper speed run practice, I can make sure that I'm picking it up where is convenient. And for those trying to do their perfect genome scans, those are the consumed hosts on the wall. You can knife them pretty easily if you just approach slowly. They can't reach you right at distance. And here, right of course sends you to the zoo. Left is the mall. The mall is quicker if you know the codes. I don't have the notes for that ready. Can't remember where I put them. So we're gonna, even though it's not even long if you have to go. I have to go get the code. I don't remember it. if you are doing a playthrough looking for the shrines, the shrine location, chapter 10, is in the, well, you can get it either way, but for the mall, it's right here. I've got enough shotgun ammo. I might use some if I want to pop some heads. First thing we want to do, of course, is go this way. We're going to get the key code for the door on the 3rd floor. It's just on the 1st floor, it's back here. It's that note right there. We have to push this guy to get there. And this, of course, is just purely skippable if you remember the code on the, for whatever difficulty you're playing on. Been meaning to play through on every single difficulty to get every single key code. Oh yeah, this is like a puzzle. You have 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, and then you're just alternating adding, what is it? 2 and then 6. So it's going to be 2, 7, 4, shit, I get 6, 9. Let me just write it down so I don't have to do these adding in my head again. Ah, for the love of God, I had one. I'll just make the note of it here on my notes. Okay, yeah, so we have just the numbers 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, and we're just alternating what we're adding, 2 and 6. So 2 to the first digit, 6 to the 7, then 2, followed by 6, and then 2 again. So we have 2, 7, 4, 9, 6. The first 3 digits are given, of course, and that's just for confirmation of what you're doing here. Oh, I might have to actually kill these ones. For anyone who doesn't know, if you just aim up slightly with the shotgun, you will get guaranteed head explosions. Yeah, I like to do live. I don't get to very often. I have a pretty busy schedule with a bunch of stuff going on. So normally it's pretty late for me when I get to try and do live. So we go up to the 3rd floor, come over this way, and then what did we say? 2, 7, 4, 9, 6. But yeah, so yeah, I'm just finishing a playthrough on PC. I haven't played all the way through on PC before, and I'm going through. Here's also I don't want that, the side pack. And if you are getting all of the side packs, this will be the 4th and final one for your achievement here. So you do have to take the mall route to get that. This particular one is a mod. This is not one of the skins. It's like the only mod that I'm aware of that is anything on PC. I put it on there and I just haven't taken it off. Because it also damn it. It also kind of messes up the other one, so she's just invisible now. Because I think it uses probably the model that it was. So I want to take it off. I just haven't I just haven't removed it yet. Oh no, it's I think it's Tifa from the Final Fantasy VII remake. When it's her like outfit when she goes like on a date with Cloud, I believe. I still haven't finished my playthrough of the Final Fantasy VII remake, which kind of bums me out because I loved that game so much when I was younger. And then I know the second part has been out on... Wait, did I grab what I needed from up there? I'm... Son of a... Yeah, I'm not even paying attention to what the hell I'm doing. I get so distracted by things, I apologize. But yeah, the part 2 of the Final Fantasy VII remake, it's about to release on Xbox finally. I think it's been out on PlayStation for a while now. Oh, Lord. But see, this is also what happens every time I try and do, like, speedrun stuff. If I'm not, like, repeatedly doing the same chapter, practicing it over and over, I just get, completely distracted by what I'm doing. And what the hell am I supposed to do now? We got the code for here, the crank, that's what it is. That is probably the one reason I think that is holding me back from... Because I've considered doing, like, speedruns of games, just, like, games that I end up replaying over and over because I like them so much as just, like, a fun thing to do. I think what it is I don't know how people memorize so much of these games without just forgetting little things. Maybe I just don't play them enough. But once we have the crank, we go back over to where we got the code. No. Yeah, well, yes, we do that. But before we go to use the crank, we have to run outside. So we're going to use the crank here. But first we have to run outside and get our fire suit. Because it is hot in there. Then we also get the fire axe here, which if you are doing the melee run, you can use the fire axe as well. I generally don't, even though it seems people do recommend it. I like the speed that the knife attacks. And I just generally have the pattern down for parrying and attacking with it. So I think I would say for sure beach and mall. Though I thought hospital, but some of the other speedrunners have been saying that the police station is about 5 minutes shorter if you know the codes for that ahead of time. And I believe them. I haven't tried to do it myself, but one of the guys that speedruns this a bit has said that he tested it and found the police station to shave 5 minutes off his time. And surprisingly enough, I think he mentioned too that he got a shorter time doing the kind of alternate, doing the bad ending, I think, over the goodish ending, I guess. Now, wait, where did I mess up here? See, that's the thing. I get so used to, I I've just played through enough to where I vaguely remember what I should be doing, but then I forget. That's right, the elevator. God, I didn't read it. If I had seen that it was like the elevator key, then I would have remembered. Old rhino remains. So after we get the key using the crank, we go back up to the 3rd floor. And I forgot to turn the damn power. See, I need to pay more attention to what I'm doing. God, see, that's the power room key. It's the power room key that turns on the elevator. How am I getting stuck on that? Yeah, you have to forgive me. I won't claim to have a perfect memory about this stuff. And I often get sidetracked while I'm playing and start thinking about other things. Which is exactly what's happening now. Now we turn on the power. Now the elevator's on. Now we take the elevator and we go out and deal with our buddy rhinoceros. And for what the hells, I guess we'll fight the rhinoceros with the knife. And the worst part for me is I've spent time like making guides about how to go through these levels, and I still don't have it just committed to memory. At least not committed to memory, just out of the blue. Alright, doggy, you're not getting me. So I think, I don't know if this is fixed, or I believe there was something not adding up correctly with Apocalypse Crisis as far as, I think you're talking about the 100,000 genome points. I got that achievement in the middle of an Apocalypse Crisis run, so I'm not sure what was going on with that. But yeah, I was playing and it popped like as I killed something during the mission, and I didn't think it awarded points unless you completed it. This is the save point here, I think. Not gonna save it, but figured why not walk in here? I don't need that. Put all that away, put that away. We'll keep this stuff just in case the rhino starts kicking my butt. Yeah, Apocalypse Crisis, it took me a minute to get a handle on how to play through that. I was very proud of my first escape. I still have to go through, because there was a bug that kind of didn't keep all your records properly if you played multiple. Shit, I forgot to grab the incendiary grenades. That, yeah, it didn't keep track of your records across multiple levels. So I've only been really playing the beach. But there is an unlock you get for beating every level with every character in Apocalypse Crisis that I need to do. I only need one of those. yeah, after we finish this playthrough, I might play some Apocalypse Crisis, or I was thinking Apocalypse Crisis, or if I decide to switch games a little bit, I don't know, the Game Pass that there's this like first person kind of, I guess like platformer thing, Luna Abyss. It seems like it gets kind of mixed reviews, but it just came out, but it's also came out on Game Pass. So I can, of course, play it now, make sure I have that equipped. So I was considering maybe that, but I don't know. Might just also start a new playthrough to get another achievement or something. If anyone has opinions or thoughts on that, feel free to let me know, and it will probably strongly influence what I do on completion of this. Or, if you want me to do a specific ending, let me know. Because the next decision we have is going to be to trust or not trust Isabel. Again, if you've watched my guide, I recommend not countering. You do have to block, parry that. But if you... Damn it, I did it too early. If you, stay in his head when he charges you, you just get free hits. But if you counter, he backs away, and you, can't say that. So I recommend, if you're trying to go for perfect scan, stay in his head. Only block or parry his attacks. Don't counter. Just like that. You can kind of get into this rhythm of like one hit parry until he starts doing that, and then you just go to town. Because his charge won't hit you. Which is kind of funny, because it's, I would think if you were behind his head, his horn jab wouldn't hit you, but the charge would. And with some good old-fashioned patience. I love that it scanned and it did the quality perfect right at showing the fire there.
Good work. You make it sound so easy.
You have no idea.
Saoyan, I'm almost at the base now. This place looks heavily guarded. They look like black ops or some kind of mercs. I'm assuming they're hired goons for that woman. I think we're gonna have to lie low for a while.
Are you sure you want to go in alone?
I'll be fine. It's not worth risking both of us over.
Evan.
Come on, Saoyan. I haven't let you down this far, have I?
Right. Just be careful.
Oh yeah, that's brutal. And if I didn't mention this before, I at least thought about it, so I'll mention it again here. If you are looking for the Zodiac coin in Chapter 10, you do have to go the zoo route. The Zodiac coin is not in the mall. But the tricky thing with Apocalypse Crisis, if you want to get an S+, you just have to not get hit. I have found that prioritizing not getting hit and taking it a little bit slower seems to have much better success regarding that S+ ranking. I have a hard time with the scope though. I don't do too well with it. I normally just take it off. It's just, it's cracking me up with just Tifa driving the car there.
장대위, 위치가 한동안 업데이트되지 않았습니다. 진행 상황에 대한 정기적인 보고는 의무입니다.
죄송합니다. 거의 대전에 도착했습니다. 잠깐 멈춰야 했습니다.
진행 방해 요소에 대한 현황 보고 바랍니다.
저는 맹세코 이 임무를 완수하겠습니다. 그 의지는 변함이 없습니다. 하지만 이 목표를 달성하는 방법에 대한 의문을 제기해야 되겠습니다. 무례라면 죄송하지만 그 위성을 시도조차 해볼 수 없는 이유를 납득시켜 주시기 바랍니다. 예외적인 상황입니다. 위성의 필요성을 충분히 정당화할 수 있습니다. 저희가 사용한다는 것이 문제가 아니라 그런 무기를 만든 스텔라 미네랄에게 책임이...
장대위, 이건 논의할 여지가 없습니다. 조심히 행동하십시오. 현재 임무는 핵무기를 폭파하는 것입니다. 위성 사용을 시도하면, 아니, 시도해서는 안 됩니다. 명령에 따르겠습니까?
핵탄두를 폭파할 준비는 할 겁니다. 하지만 위성이 정말 효과가 없을 거라는 것을 확신하기 전까지는 발사하지 않을 겁니다.
이미 효과가 없을 거라고 알려드렸습니다.
위성이 얼마나 강력한지 알고 있습니다. 무엇을 할 수 있는지도 알고 있습니다.
위성을 지구를 향해 사용하면 세계 정치의 안정이 무너질 것입니다. 위성을 사용해서는 생명을 구할 수 없습니다.
맞습니다. 전 구할 수 없죠. 하지만 본부는 할 수 있습니다. 제 임무는 이 유성으로부터 나라를 보호하는 겁니다. 그리고 그렇게 할 겁니다. 필딩 중위와 저는 상상도 못할 정도로 적대적인 환경에서 생존했습니다. 다른 사람들을 그런 위험에 처하게 하고 싶지 않습니다. 이걸로 인류를 구할 방법을 저희가 알아낼 수 있다면 본부는 그 이후의 여파도 해결할 수 있다고 믿습니다.
이건 장대위가 결정할 문제가 아닙니다. 대위가 생각지도 못한 더 높은 곳에서.
이 끔찍한 변이차는 모든 생명을 괴물로 바꿔버립니다. 대화도 통하지 않고 막을 수도 없습니다. 그저 죽일 뿐입니다. 본부는 그런 괴물이 되지 마세요. 스텔라 미네랄이 본부를 그렇게 만들도록 두면 안 됩니다.
장대위!
Oh man, I already missed it. So I'm gonna show you where the ghost is. Immediately run. If you didn't know there were ghosts in this game, there's 3. This is where the third and final one is. You have to immediately run to where they are. If you don't, you don't see it. But then we have this guy right here. And seeing all the ghosts is how you unlock the ghost costume. Also, if you are trying to find the shrines in this chapter, the shrine is just in here. It'll be... They don't show up. I'm on my first playthrough. I think it's only New Game Plus, but it might just be after you beat the game. The shrine will be on the wall right here. We'll take this because I am going to get hit. I don't care about those. You don't need to get the, all the butane things, all the extra doors. It's just, extra ammo and stuff, and not required. I do get a kick out of the fact in Apocalypse Crisis he takes some time to put his backpack on before the timer starts.
Young?
I'm done with HQ. Let's get that satellite.
All right. I knew I could count on you.
I still need you to prepare the warheads, just in case, but the satellite is our first line of attack.
Got it. I'm at the base now. Wish me luck.
Good luck.
And I do think we have to go over here and turn on the lift. Practice running by, guys. Since my next playthrough, I want to do the no-kill thingamadoo. Yeah, I think they did, they took the extra time to work on the sound for those kinds of things. I appreciate the fact that, you know, they have masks on, so their voices are muffled throughout, but the one time on the train they take their mask off, they speak clearly. And I just feel like that's something that not everyone would take the time to do.
I see you following us. Don't worry, I won't tell anyone. But I don't think it will take long for them to notice you snooping around. And they are not going to be happy when they find out. If you plan to take on my team, head on. Get ready for a real fight. These boys mean business. If you don't believe me, feel free to drop in on our radio frequency and see what you're up against. Don't be a stranger.
And then hell, I'm probably at this point just fanboying over everyone that worked on this game. I've said it before, this is the first game I played that, especially an indie game, that it really feels like it's a full-length, full-fledged classic survival horror. For me, absolutely. Like, the attention they put, like, with all the unlockables and the extra mode. I mean, this is probably my favorite classic style survival horror in recent memory. I absolutely loved Tormented Souls 2. But the amount of unlockables in this game and all the extra stuff to do just sets this on the next level for me. My favorite thing about Resident Evil 2, the original one, which was my favorite of those, was the replayability they had with Scenario A, B, as well as like just that you could play Scenario A and B with both of them and all the extra content. Which is specifically why, for me, the remake of Resident Evil 2 was just such a huge disappointment. And I do really love how many classic-style survival horror games are coming. There's, I want to say, coming towards 10 that are supposed to come out within the next few years from indie developers. I don't expect very many, if any of them, to have the amount of content this game has, because for $20... everything that's in this game kind of blows my mind. I mean, I love it. Especially at this point where they have most of the big bugs that were issues are gone now. Because there were a few relatively severe bugs that they weren't, I don't think they were for everybody, except, well, on Xbox you had to have a computer mouse connected to your Xbox for the final fight. PlayStation 5, if you saved too much or like did too much and the save file got too big, this is my speculation of what it was, and the save file got too big, you could kind of, you know, lock yourself out of being able to complete the game because it would mess up and you'd get a save error and then like all your progress would just be wiped and you couldn't continue. I mean, I'm just kind of guessing and the number, because let me see, there is Phase 0. Oh, I forgot to push the thing. Phase 0 is coming out supposedly later this year. They have a demo on Steam, and I'm really excited about that because after you play through the demo, you unlock another mode, which is just like a costume change, but it's a fun one. And that's that seems like a fun, it's just the gameplay maybe not as captivating as this one, because again, we have dodges, blocks, counters, parries, blah, all that stuff with this one. But I think there's some charm to Phase Zero, and it'll at least be an adequate classic, you know, Resident Evil original trilogy style survival horror. And then, God, there was another one that just got kind of announced. What was the name of it? Forgive me, we're gonna lose the sound while I actually open up my Steam store here and see if I can look at, where did I never look at my wish list, so I never know where it is. I don't think that was it. Let me see. God, I have a lot of old stuff on here that I never looked at again. Come on, come on. Was this one? No, that's an older one. Oh, that's no longer available. Oh, there's another one I'm really curious about. Like, I played an early demo of it, and they had a completely rehauled demo of it as well. This one's called Be Crowned. I don't know. It seems like there's really like an interesting idea somewhere in there that we don't get to fully see in the demos, that I just think it could be really kind of a unique story to it. I don't know, but I'm really curious, and I've been keeping an eye on that one. But Crowned has a demo on Steam, and that one's supposed to come out Q4 this year. That's not quite right. There's like some kind of isometric ones that aren't quite the same, but Scarlet Lake and Holstein are ones I've been keeping an eye on, as well as Liminal Point. That one looks good, but that's another isometric one. Let's see. That's not... I'm trying to look, because there was one I just recently came across that I just can't remember the name of it. God, some of the... I have not looked at this wish list in forever. God, Onimusha, the remake of Onimusha is coming out. I'm excited for that, though. I feel like I'm not expecting it to be, like, very faithful to the original, because it looks like it's going to be more kind of like Silent Hill F is to the Silent Hill series as far as gameplay, like a little more action-oriented. At this point, I'm just commenting on... Yeah, Be Crowned, yeah, I agree, there's some stuff there. Did you play the old demo or the completely redone one? Because the old demo that I played, it was all in the hospital, and the new demo is in more of like the weird fantasy area, I think is the best way to say that. What is this one? Oh, that's a first-person one. I don't count first-person games in this kind of thing, obviously. I can't find them. I have way too many games on my wish list is the problem. Oh, wait. I'm trying to... It was, Village was in the name. It was... I almost had it. Have I unlocked No, well, I haven't unlocked everything on one thing. I have the game on Xbox, PlayStation 5, and PC, and I've played through on... This is me finishing my PC playthrough, so I haven't actually, like, among all of the times I've played through on the different ones, I think I've pretty much unlocked everything, except for I think they just fixed this to where you can unlock this one in Apocalypse Crisis, beating every mission with every character. That gives you a weapon unlock that I don't have yet. Wait, I think I remember the name. I don't know. Is it... Okay, this one, all I've seen is like the trailer a little bit, but I guess Agni, Village of Calamity is another one that's coming out, but they don't that one might not be coming out this year. I'll have to remember, because I do have a list somewhere, but I can't remember all of them, but I do know that there's at least a few that I'm not remembering that are like marketed as being like classic retro survival horror. If you look on our main channel, Insert Coin Gaming and Reviews, there is a playthrough of the old demo of The Crown on there. I don't know if I ever uploaded the playthrough of the new demo, but he's been doing a lot of new updates, and I need to play through it again too. When you say second unlockable, I'm assuming you mean from the main menu. I have my Xbox One up here, so I can actually at least see if I have that one unlocked on Xbox, which I may or may not. My first complete playthroughs were pretty much on PlayStation 5. Second, no, I don't, damn it, I don't have that one there. It could be, do you have the Peacemaker if unlocked? That might be it. Okay, back here, we want to do living quarters, set cold, warehouse cold, generator room hot, satellite control hot. Even though satellite control doesn't really matter unless you want to go open that door, because you can just run by. Okay, so it's not Peacemaker then. Trying to think. It could be the... Do you have the minigun unlocked, maybe? I don't have memorized what all of them are, unfortunately, but hopefully I'm using my PC version or playthrough to really try and keep track of what gets unlocked with what. It might be, I don't... When I find out, I'll make sure to have a little video upload, maybe a short, where I just briefly go through each of the unlock menu and say, this is how you unlock it, and just talk about that briefly. That's one thing I want to do. So once, it doesn't matter, but once you have at least this cold or anything, for the Zodiac coin in this chapter, it's just along this fence right over here. So I think the last slot is the golden gun thing that you get from the beating every Apocalypse Crisis level with every character, which until recently was not. I say recently, but I think about a week ago, the patch went live to fix that. You can set that to normal. Oh, is it, do you have the, maybe it's a, shit, it's probably a costume. Do you have the punk costume unlocked? Are you missing, like, if you're missing one of the costumes, I think I could... I would think, my guess is either the punk one or the training, one, or whatever it's called. Shit, let me just... Oh, come on. It's not going to let me drop that. Okay, have you gone through the, have you done the training facility? Because there's a costume you unlock through that. Okay, well, now I do kind of want to carry one of these. Let's see, I don't want the scope. Oh. What is the... Oh, I'm throwing... I was looking at the wrong section. Is it like the, It's not that... No, I'm sorry. I'm just gonna keep guessing random things. Is it like the AK or something? I think that's one of the unlockables or something. But yeah, when I was talking about costumes, sorry, I was looking at the wrong section of the thing. I had scrolled down a little too much. I don't need that. Now, I do find the mercenaries to be quite annoying. Though, if you're trying to get the perfect scan on them, we'll do it for one of them anyway. Once you get close, they kick. But they only take... Did he just blow me the hell up? Oh god, that sucks. But it's kind of funny. I completely did not notice that grenade there. The Peacemaker is the one you have to do the 100 crit shots from the yeah, the charging thing. Which is actually one of the ones I don't have unlocked in very many places, because most of my playthroughs I either don't kill things or I do I also forgot to go to the storage thing and put stuff away. But yeah, I normally like either do melee ones, so I haven't sat around and done like 100 crit shots in a playthrough. The crit shot is just when you do this, when you hold, like, I'm using a controller, I don't know what it is on keyboard, but you hold A, and then when you fire and it's in the red there, you have to do that 100 times to unlock the Peacemaker. Alright, now, let's not do anything stupid. And have to do anything again. Here I am, I'm like, oh, this will just be a quick little playthrough. I'll finish this in no time. And of course, I just get distracted and die to stupid shit. Yeah, and yeah, I think in one playthrough you have to do it 100 times. I might be wrong about that, but I do think it's one. I will say though, I think that is the first time I've ever been blown up by a grenade in this game. And of course, I think I forgot to set the temperatures again. No, they should all be set still. Yeah, that's right, because I just got that. I mean, if you I think it's just going to be time consuming. And that's probably why I haven't done it, because I get too impatient for some of this stuff here, so... That's probably why that one is one of the ones that remains unlocked on Xbox. But yeah, these guys annoy me. Apparently they blow me up. Yeah, might as well put these in the syringe. In case I want to up my defense. Yeah, it's not maxed yet. Oh, it's not. Oopsie. I play on easy more than I used to. I did all my first playthroughs on hard. And having done that, I don't feel bad about playing on easy. Okay. Come on. Do your kick. Damn it, I tried to dodge it. No! Don't reload on me. So annoying, but they really don't take too much. Even on hard, they only take a couple more hits than that to go down. Oh god, you know what? I didn't even think about... I mean, this makes me feel really silly because I always match difficulty of combat and puzzle difficulty. I always do like either easy, hard, or whatever difficulty is. I always match it. So, God, I didn't even think that the puzzle difficulty might actually be specifically what unlocks something. Maybe I'll just ask them that. Yeah, games that, because I know several games do, like, separate puzzle and combat difficulty, but I always just match it the same. To the point where I don't even think about it. Now, I'm specifically doing this to, again, show it doesn't matter how you kill the mercenaries if you're going for a perfect scan on the mercenary host. No, give me this. I don't want to... They blew me up. I'm going to blow them up. Come on, where are you? They did not just blow me up again. Okay, they didn't. For a second there, I thought I was going to get a little annoyed. I am not taking this seriously at all. I feel like I probably should a little bit. What does this take? Okay, yeah, this one is the one that takes Magnum. So if you don't know what it takes, when you have it equipped, if you look, you can see my mouse, I think, right? No, okay. If you look in the top right, just to the left of the character and the icon there, it actually does tell you what ammo type it takes there, so you don't have to, like, guess. Oh, yeah, it does show it there. It took me a while to realize that that's where it was. And towards the end of this, or not towards the end, at the end of this chapter, we're going to get our final decision. It's going to be trust or not to trust. I'll give a moment after that occurs to see if anyone has a suggestion of what they'd like me to do. And I'll just go with whatever but anybody says. No, no. There's a lot of closed doors. All right, I'll go with trust. I'm gonna do a save just before the end though, because I am going to want to just do like a all endings recording later on. Okay. Oh yeah. Let's. These are annoying too. Now these guys are actually quite durable. Okay, that was bad. Okay, why am I not parrying this guy? There it is. Honestly, I hate when I get like the crit with the knife and it like staggers them a little bit because it really throws off my kind of pattern. Evan, again, he's slower with the melee, so I like to kind of just do... once I get it going, I like to just do parry, counter, one hit, parry, counter, one hit. He doesn't really have a fast enough attack to get two swings in like Sao Yun does with most of them. And then you do this, blah, 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 long enough. As long as I don't mess up, because I do sometimes. But these guys really, these are probably one of the biggest pains to actually get this on. Because of how sturdy they are. And I have noticed, if you don't, like, leave the room, so I couldn't scan him, but I should be able to if I leave and come back. God, you know what? That's a good idea, to do a video guide that's just like, this puzzle, this is it for each. I want to do it for every difficulty. There we go. Got the perfect scan on him. Which is going to be interesting because I've never. What is that? It's like what, easy, medium, and medium? Is it medium then hard? Because I've never played on medium or annihilation. I've only played easy, hard, and extreme death wish, and that's mainly because I'm just, I guess, a person of extremes. On the oh my god, you know what? I've never even considered doing that. That's probably a good idea. Okay, now we gotta do... Okay, yeah, I'm losing track of where I am. Now we have to... Yeah, go all the way back, that's right. We have to turn the temperature up in the living quarters now. Yeah, I think I know what you're talking about, like the forum thing, like when you look at those communities for the games in Steam. Because I think I've looked at those things before, but I never ever thought of contributing, I guess. Or yeah. Shit, did I go fast enough? Damn it, wrong way. I even looked at the map and just said, nah, screw the map, I'm just gonna go the wrong way. I don't need to knife these guys. Yeah, I have noticed that. I'm not... I know the safes change, but I don't actually know all of which change. Yeah, I am. I'm not too worried about it because I'm not planning on fighting very much here. I've already killed everything I plan on killing in this, chapter. God. I need to stop forgetting what the hell I'm doing. Because I need to go turn the pump on. I got the key for the generator, but I forgot to actually come this way. Yeah, the door that is the month, day, and year of the hospital founding. I know that one stays the same. I know the hospital generator puzzle doesn't get more difficult. I think, does the code where you get the torch fuel in the hospital, that locker, does that code change? That I can't remember. No, yeah, that's right, the ladder. The crazy thing is this chapter is the chapter I have played through the most. Because on the PlayStation 5, I had the save error. And I had to basically kept playing it trying to see if I could get to the end without the save error happening. So I played through this chapter so many times. Even just for my first playthrough. I must have played through it like 12 times at least before I just kind of gave up. Well, if it's the same on normal as easy, I would assume it's the same on all of them. Alright, now we have all the things. Oh, let me turn the light on. Maybe that'll help me. Come on, I know it's not out of the ordinary. It's a ladder and I want to go up it. Alright, so I am going to go off and save the game so that I can easily just get all the endings from this point. Yeah, that's the beating every apocalypse crisis level with every character. To unlock. You don't have to get a high ranking, I think you just have to beat it. And that one was impossible until the latest patches, I believe, just because of a a bug they had with the recording of your completions. It was like, it would overwrite, it would like only save one record per character regardless of what level you played. So if you got a higher score on another level, it would like overwrite and erase the previous one, so it just wouldn't track that you had all of them. It's my understanding of what was going on. But that should be fixed, I think, on all platforms at this point. And alrighty, so we had one person say trust at this decision point, so unless several other people tell me not to, I'm gonna go with trust. And here, I did make it hot because there is a turret in this area. But if you're just running here to open it and leave, you don't have to worry about it. The only thing that's over here is a mercenary and a door to get... I mean, there's a silencer there if you want. But I mean, at this point, there's nothing else for effing to do. So you'd want to come here first to get that if you wanted to use it. Some new mods came out. I'd be interested. I don't play around too much with mods in games, but I mean I have the Tifa one on this.
Ah, you made it. You're smarter than you look, Gordito. Thanks for clearing so many out already. You've made my job so much easier.
Cut the crap! Why would you want
I
me to kill
haven't
your
heard
own
of
guys?
that.
I didn't feel like sharing my commission.
What's Wand We
You
Mod?
fucking serious? You trying to
I'm
get your
not
own
big
team
into
for
like the
money?
modding community stuff. I
wrong
know
with
like
you?
Nexus Mod is where I look for things.
They aren't the
I'm sure
kind
there's
people
plenty of
that
other
I want
places, but I
crying over.
don't know too much.
Just trust me, honey. I heard what they got planned for me, and it wasn't any kinder.
Whatever. I've done your dirty work for you. Now you better make this even.
Go on then. I'll grant you one little wish.
Yeah. Okay. I want the credentials to that satellite.
Oh, aren't you sneaky? Trying to steal it from under me, you sly duck.
I don't want to sell it. Lady, I don't give a shit what you do with it after this is over. But I'm gonna use it to fry that fucking tree.
Really? I'm surprised. Your masters would let you do that, seeing how desperate they are to
Yeah,
cover
one
it
of
up.
those mods is the one I'm
Doesn't
using.
concern them.
Oh. Now I see. Interesting. You two finally learn how to think for yourselves. Well, I'm sorry, cariño, but I can help you with that. You need access to the primary account to have elevated access. There was only one recovery code, and I already used it myself. And I love to stay and help you, but I have places to be.
Oh yeah? What if I just take it from you then?
Why? I didn't know you had it in you. I'm sorry to say, but she won't work if she's not connected to me. If you kill me, it won't help you. But if you could stop digging yourself into a
I
deep
glanced
hole
at it.
for
I
a
think it's
moment,
just something to like help with
perhaps I can
optimization
still
or
cover up
something
enough
is what
sympathy for you
or like a
and your
bug fix for
sweet
something when the
friend.
game first
So
came out, I
you-
thought.
Well, you can't give yourself elevated access. That machine there is still connected to stellar mineral servers. You should be able to access an account with commercial privileges. It's not enough to level a country, but if you're lucky, it should be enough to destroy that ugly thing in the city. I'll give you the password so you don't have to waste your time hacking it yourself. But remember, honey, at the end of the day, that satellite is mine to sell. If that's all, my friend, I'll be on my way. Ah, and one more thing. You and your friend should do something about those scanners of yours. I don't think your boys back at headquarters will just sit back and watch you expose their precious little secret. If you're going ahead with this plan, I'm pretty certain they'll be coming straight for you both. And you, my friend, are going to be target number 1. Lucky for you, I've got something to help you cover your tracks.
What is this, lady?
Let's just call it a little gift for your bosses.
It's a virus, isn't it?
Well, call it what you want. If it was good enough for me to sneak past my own mercenaries around here undetected, it should be more than enough for the clunky old thing your handlers gave you. I would recommend you take it with you and keep you and your friends safe. It should keep your HQ busy long enough to keep your location obscure until you're ready to leave this city.
How do I know this does what you say it does?
Would I ever lie to you?
All right, we're going to go with
Not
trust.
really.
Hey, Salyan. I got the credentials for lower level access to the satellite. I'm bringing it around into orbit now. It's not enough for full power, but it should be enough for what we need. I'll try to jailbreak it to get higher access. But I don't know if there's time to get a full override. Oh, and one more thing. I may have uploaded some ominous data to HQ. If all goes to plan, they shouldn't be able to track us anymore. At least not for a while.
Okay, I hope you're right about that. And a nuke?
Prepped and ready. Here's praying we don't have to use it.
Let's make sure we don't.
I really love the design of the start of this chapter. I love the design of it. We're gonna have the moment where they're talking to Evan on the radio, and the soundtrack when it kicks in here. I'd always thought this was amazingly designed.
You want the good news first or the bad news? The good news is that I'm calibrating the laser now. Kinda.
Kinda?
Yeah, that's the bad news. I only have access to mining mode. Credentials aren't elevated enough to bypass the firing parameters. Without overrides, we're locked into short burst rounds with a hefty cooldown. This fight is not going to be a one and done. It's going to take some time.
If I can keep sustaining fire from the ground, would that be enough to keep it from regenerating between bursts?
In theory, yeah, maybe. That's going to be real dangerous, especially alone.
We should have enough artillery at the base to create a weak point. If I can break its outer shell, the howitzer should give us just enough of an opening that a short fire burst can still pierce the core.
I don't want you to get hurt out there. You sure about this?
I don't think we have any other choice.
All right, Captain. I'm on standby. Good luck out there.
And probably has a lot to do with the fact that the voice acting is pretty phenomenal in this game. I love that Chapter 12 is called Ground Zero. It makes me think, there's another indie game that came out early this year. It's more of like Resident Evil meets Parasite Eve. It's called Wicked Seed. It looks like, I'm not trying to throw shade because I actually really enjoyed that game. But like the character models kind of make it look like it's just kind of slop to some degree. But it's, there's a lot to that game. And like a lot is put into the gameplay, and you got your new game plus and everything. But the name of the game is Wicked Seed, and of course at the end you fight the Wicked Seed. So I don't know. I do one thing I think which is unfortunate for this game, and I think probably works against it to some degree. I'm talking about Ground Zero here. Is the name of this game. Every time I search it for something, I always have to like put Ground Zero Malformation Games, because I always just get flooded with stuff for Ground Zero level from like The Last of Us 2, I think, and then Escape from Tarkov, which is, I just think it's really unfortunate because I like this game much better than those ones. I'm playing on easy here. But yeah, no, I agree. Like, yeah, I loved Parasite Eve. So when I like played through Wicked Seed, I really enjoyed it, and I liked the parry and stuff mechanic for it. There is 2 other Parasite Eve-like games coming out. I just think they're both scheduled to come out this year. Parasite Mutant, of course, is one that is, even name-wise, is heavily inspired by Parasite Eve. Though, I think Wicked Seed probably has more unique gameplay to it than that one. Yeah, I mean, it's obviously too late for them to change the name of the game. I don't think it's a bad name for the game. I just think it's unfortunate that there's already, like, extremely popular games that use that terminology for part of it. Because with a game being hard to search, I mean, it may not necessarily hurt, but it definitely doesn't help. And I want this game to get all the help it can, because with what they did and made it for a $20 game, I want them to make more. Damn it. Those things are a little annoying. Go away. Oh yeah, we might as well do this while we're here. Because I'm about to die if I don't. So, for the final, not for me because I didn't get them all. I didn't go the paths we needed to. But if you've been getting all of the Zodiac coins for Chapter 12, right here is where we're going to get the last one. Right to the side over here, if you go this way, you'll get your rabbit Zodiac coin. Ah, come on, man. I probably should have gone by. This one I think is, well, I don't think, I know it's bugged, because you get your oxygen without turning the fan on there. Now we got another Malformation goat. Oh shit, sorry. Yeah, it's, that one is not, this is my understanding about this one, because it doesn't have a demo out or anything. It is a Parasite Eve style game, but it's not like horror themed like Wicked Seed and kind of Parasite Mutant. I think it's called like 45 Parabellum or something. And if that's not it, then I'm accidentally mixing it up with another game. But it's not like a horror themed one. It's but it is, the gameplay is described as being like Parasite Eve. Actually, as I come here, I'm gonna look at my Steam real quick and double check that I'm saying the right one. Yeah, an active time action game. It's cyberpunk active time action. It's 45 Parabellum Bloodhound, and my understanding is that's supposed to be Parasite Eve-like in gameplay. And also, if you're looking for the shrine in this chapter, it will be just past these trailers. You'll go straight, and then it will be on the wall right over here. And unfortunately, we can't look at the shrines because this is my first playthrough on PC. But the shrines are really cool if you have not seen them. They have said that they designed them really with the intent of trying to push pre-rendered backgrounds to the absolute limit. So this game's got some interesting, like, technical stuff they've done to it, which they did a live stream where one of the developers was playing through, and he was describing some of the technical challenges and how they did some of the stuff, and I thought it was really cool, and kind of like the design process behind where how the camera angles worked. He said very specifically, if you play through, when there's camera angle switches, and they did this with the modern control scheme in mind, he always tried to make it where, well, he said this, but unfortunately there's kind of one right here. He tried to make it where there were no instances where there would be a 180-degree turn for control. Like, to move forward on modern control, you're holding down here, and then you have to switch to forward here. He said he always tried to find an intermediate camera angle to make it where it would switch no more than 90 degrees. And it's a little ironic that apparently I found the one place, or maybe one of the very few places, that it does do that. And I'm holding off going in here because this is one of the places that people really state the sound design was great with the reprised Sao Young's theme, or save room theme, I'm sorry. And I don't want to be rambling about nonsense when I go in there. They did a live stream of playing the game. I chatted in the live chat while they were doing it, but I don't often watch, like, developers play games, but like I said, I just fanboy over this game. I guess that's the best way to describe it. So I was really interested. I was like washing dishes and I had it up because I wanted to hear what they were saying. It was really interesting. I would recommend, like, if they do it again, absolutely make sure you try and watch it, because they're really talking about, like, how they made it. So they did everything in Unreal 5. They were like, this is all pre-rendered backgrounds, but they said we created all of this in Unreal, and we took a screenshot of every scene, and we used that screenshot as the pre-rendered background. But they were talking about, so when you turn on the power and you go and you see the buildings in the background, when you turn on the power, if you go back to older scenes that those buildings were in the background, the background will change, and the lights on those buildings will be on when they were not on before. And like they're just like the amount of detail they went through when they were trying to do all of this. It's easy. Some of it is easily missed, but it's really like you can tell like this whole game was just such a labor of love, and they're true fans of the genre, that it's quite it's nice and refreshing. Okay, so, and if you are going for the final, because there are 13 shrines, because there are actually 13 chapters to this game, the final shrine is actually right here when you go to do it. And I am gonna use the rocket launcher here, as opposed to the, if you are going for your melee playthrough, I didn't mean to do that, where you can only use melee and grenades, there are, the final genome shop, it is full of grenades, and they do that so you can buy them all, because you have to use grenades to blow up the things and hit the final boss to get that achievement. Okay, I have this. Because yeah. Oh, they just did a live stream where they played through and they discussed a lot of like technical stuff behind it.
Howitzers ready.
On standby.
And there's just like a lot of detail and thought went into so much of this game. I just still can't believe this thing is only $20. I think that's what blows my mind the most. Because there are games that are much less, that cost more. And I don't mean to say that those other games are bad, just that the amount of time that I would be able to spend playing some of those other ones is not as much as this. Wait, I thought I equipped that. And quick aim will aim at those things for you, so definitely make use of that for this section. If you stand in the middle, the tentacles can't hit you, so all you have to worry about is the little meat bombs. However, I do need to get that. Yeah, this used to be the section where the controller would not control the cursor on Xbox unless you plugged a mouse in. But they have fixed that. They worked very hard to fix the bugs on this, and yeah. And we do have one more decision to make regarding what ending we get to the game. If anyone who knows what that decision is wants to make a suggestion of what they think I should do, feel free. But I'm not going to say it because I don't want to ruin it for anyone. Even though I've like ruined so much already regarding what people may or may have not seen in this game at this point. Alright, I won't. So I think we're going for the best ending that we can get. How did I miss that? Okay, what's going on? Alright, I don't... Well, I guess I will.
Laser's not on cooldown. It's the goddamn mining mode.
We need to hit it now before it regenerates.
Keep hitting it! Howitzer, remote charges, anything! Keep at it!
Evan, I don't think it's going to be enough. I'll do my best to hold it off as long as I can, but that's all I can do. Keep firing at it. Controlled burst, aim for the weak point.
There's still time to evacuate, Sao Young!
I can't. If we don't destroy it now, we'll have to use the nuke. Don't worry about me.
Sao Young!
This isn't about me, it's about saving lives. This is our only chance, Evan.
Looks like you could do with a favor, Bonita.
You! What are you doing here?
Wasting my time and losing my paycheck. Your little friend should have full access to override the safeguards. Thank me later, honey.
Alright, now she does her part. You no longer have to worry about killing the zombie guys. The annoying part here, though, is that they do get in the way of the auto-aim with these. Ah, dang it. That's annoying. I should have bought some grenades. I don't want to shoot that last one with only one rocket left because I would kind of bait. Oh wait, they all grew back? Alright, run back. I would hate to die to the death poke at the end, because that has happened before, and it feels frustrating. Here we go. Yeah, there we get our perfect scan of the biophyte core. Mentions it right there. The first times I beat this game on Xbox, there was actually an issue where this specific scene did not play. So all I was looking at was actually a still of the floodgate with all the people on it from chapter 9 and hearing the audio. So I was like, I don't know what's happening visually, but I can kind of figure what's going on. And of course that has been fixed since. Oh, can you not skip the credits? I don't know that I've ever tried. Ah, well, that's alright. I can ramble on for a little bit while it's going on. I want to pay a lot of attention to the ranking I get and what I unlock, though. Because I'm trying to unlock as little as possible, basically, on this first playthrough. Because I want to really track exactly what unlocks what. Because there's some things that I unlocked multiple things in one playthrough, so I was like, I don't know what unlocked what part of that.
Let's go!
But yeah, we would have to see something absolutely amazing to uproot this, or upseat this from, unseat this as what I'm going to say is my favorite game of 2026. For me, that's already kind of decided.
Looks like we got company.
How's that? It looks like one of...
It's been a blast, my friends. Say hi to HQ.
What? Are you serious? What? My scanner!
One reason I do want to get remove this mod from it, though, is I do miss the facial expressions that happen, that they put on during all this stuff with the eyebrows furrowing and all that stuff. It is such a great detail for a game like this.
So, an M202, huh? I thought you said there were no anti-tank missiles just lying around the city.
Well, technically, it isn't an anti-tank missile, so...
yeah, whatever.
I absolutely love the character of Evan in this game, by the way. I hope with, okay, I got, alright, I managed to kill all bosses in under 7 minutes and order. And then I got 3 other achievements. I'll have to look to see which they were. I love the character of Evan in this. And if you didn't know, the voice actor of Evan is the voice actor who he's done plenty of other things, but he was the voice actor of Brad Vickers in the original Resident Evil 3 Nemesis. So when you unlock the helicopter pilot skin for Evan, it is a skin to look like Brad Vickers from the original Resident Evil 3. If you'll notice, during the cutscenes when they're talking, sometimes like their eyebrows will furrow, and it's just kind of like, it's something that didn't happen in like the retro games that they're kind of going with, so it's like an added thing, so you didn't see that too much. But yeah, their facial expressions will change a little bit. It's a little subtle. And also, the two of the composers that worked on this game, they released they did a video of them performing an acoustic version of Sao Young's theme. I would recommend going and finding that. I think I really am a sucker for the music in some of these games, and I would really recommend finding that. And it's just a phenomenal performance. It's an amazing version of the song. But God, I do hope they get to make at least some DLC for this game. And while I would love a Ground Zero 2, any game if they decided to move on to like a new IP for their second game, I would be absolutely fine with it. I think they have so much promise and potential. Everyone, if you haven't bought this game, go and buy this game and buy a copy for your friends. Give them enough so they can continue making such great things for me to enjoy. And then also, I will mention, the soundtrack is streamable. I've been meaning to try and find out. I feel certain this has got to be one of the developers' dog, because there's a picture of this dog in the police station as well, as part of one of the clues to get some extra items. But the soundtrack for this game is streamable on wherever you stream, like Spotify, Pandora, whatever. It's available out there to stream. And one thing they did is they gave like all that. Oh, okay, so you need S for the sword. I wasn't sure if it was S or S plus. But all that streaming revenue actually goes directly to the composers. Like the developers gave the composers all like rights to the music and stuff, so that they can do all they can to make their own, money just from that part of it. Because I asked that they were going to do like a physical release of like soundtracks and stuff, and they said, well, that's kind of all in their hands. We gave them rights for that stuff. Unless I misunderstood something. So if you go and stream the soundtrack for this, you're supporting the composers and stuff for that. Okay, witch hat. What the hell did I do to get the witch hat? Maybe you get the witch hat for seeing one ghost? I mean, I would imagine it's a spooky theme, so I feel like the ghost thing might be it. The RT filter, that might just be from beating the game. The first time I beat the game with a lower ranking, I also got all 3 of those. Screen damage might be So I think Classic Red Jacket is also a costume that's just from beating the game. We see the mod replaces that one as well. Future Police. Okay, so Future Police has got to be from like either A or S ranking. I think the first time I beat the game, I got B ranking, and I did not get Future Police. And I did get Future Police when I got the UFO ending next. And there's an issue, I don't know if it still happens. It's unintended, but if you do the UFO ending, you can get a really easy S+ ranking, so either that's been removed or it will be removed in the future. Apocalypse Crisis, that's just unlocked from beating the game, as well as that. And of course, New Game Plus. Okay, so let's go ahead and look at our unlockables. Sword is amazing. That's all you need. This is, I think Future Police is my favorite costume. And also, if you haven't, you should sit and just appreciate the music for the unlockables. It kind of reminds, what it makes me think of is kind of more for like the music for like the Persona games, where they kind of have like that funky shop theme. So I do wonder if that something like that was inspiration for this. One of my favorite things about the sword is time was a huge constraint for them while they were doing this, so they worked on a lot of stuff, and some of the things they didn't get to finish. So like I call them buggies, but the hybrid harvesters, I think they're called. Well, actually, we can just check real quick. I have the game up. I don't know why I'm guessing what they're called. Oh god, did I not scan one? I didn't scan one. They're the hybrid harvesters, the bug guys. Just like with the shotgun, with the sword, if you aim slightly up, you're guaranteed a decapitation. So if you do that to the hybrid harvesters, a regular host Ed will fly off and roll around on the ground. And I just like to think that the sword is so powerful, it can decapitate things without heads. The raining inside bug, does that happen in chapter 5? Because I don't think I've seen that one. But what we can do here is we can try start a new playthrough. We could do let's do some Apocalypse Crisis, because now I'm gonna try and purposely get a bad, well, yeah, I'm decent at the beach. Yeah, I think they fixed a lot of bugs for that first patch. Evan is the easiest. For Apocalypse Crisis, I do find Evan is absolutely the easiest character to play. He just has so much ammo. Pretty much every other character, you have to pay attention to how much ammo you're spending. And also, Evan has a great heavy, or I want to say great death metal theme. There is lyrics to this song if you go and listen to the soundtrack somewhere. But apparently they specifically went for this because one of the developers, well, big shock, one of the developers is a huge fan of like heavy and death metal, I suppose. And this is actually why I normally reload in the menu because I'm used to doing it from trying Apocalypse Crisis. Oh shit, I got stuck. This is not going to work out well. Alright, I only got one. I'm screwed. Shit. Alright, there's my S ranking gone. Or S plus ranking gone anyway. Well, I wanted to do bad anyway. What the hell? Oh, I'm screwed. Oh god, we did really bad. That's funny to me. Again, I get easily distracted. Hey, thanks for watching. Good night. Alright, so I'm definitely not going to survive this one because there's no antibody. So I'm just gonna slowly take damage until I can't walk anymore. But we can perhaps at least go this, and maybe we'll try out a new game after this here. To get all these guys getting up. I want to try and do this before I get too slow. I'm generally pretty good at getting all of them with the barrel. Alright, they're nice and clumped up. And, aw, man, missed one. And then you can kill this guy from right here. Takes like 2.5 clips from this, roughly. Uh-oh. Again, with Evan, you have so much ammo that you can afford to just blast things. Oh no, I tried to go through the door, I just wasn't close enough. Oh, come on, man, that's lame. And one kind of trick you can do is if you re-aim, you can kind of fire a little quicker. Well, we're gonna get the nice shotgun before we die, at least. Now, I normally take the silencer off this, but I don't imagine I'm actually going to survive, so I'm not too worried about it. One thing I like to do here, especially with the shotgun, if you have someone who has one here, is kind of run up to here and see if I can manage to get at least a few with one shot. It can be I've gotten really lucky and gotten like almost all of them in one shot before. So if you're playing as someone other than Evan where you have to worry about ammo conservation, that's a pretty good strategy there. Oh wait, yeah. Gotta use the shotgun for this guy. Actually, you know what? Let me look at this. Traps and cools gases, blah blah blah. Cost of reduced damage allows for penetration through soft bodies, can hit multiple targets in one shot. Yeah, so maybe it is better for some of the stuff. I always try this. I don't know what was going on there. One time, I got lucky and managed to do a crit shot and hit all 3 of these guys at once. And I've never been able to repeat it. But here we are, we're going down. No healing, we're already dragging our leg. And we are not close enough to the end. Not even going to bother going for that other ammo. Oh, come on. And there we go. Well, I knew that was going to be a bad run from the start. I cannot play Apocalypse Crisis. Oh, it actually gave me a ranking. That must have been a bug fix too. Or maybe that always worked on PC. On Xbox, I never saw the letter ranking on this screen. I always had to come back and see it. But I would see the plus if I got S+, just never a letter. But yeah, I cannot play Apocalypse Crisis live. I get too distracted with my ramblings. I'm an old man. I ramble. Alright, so we finished the playthrough. We did some Apocalypse Crisis. What I'm going to do now, I'm going to try out that Luna Abyss game. And I know I always lose a lot of viewers when I switch a game on this, and that's fine. Because it is getting late. I don't have much time. So for people who were here for Ground Zero, hey, I really appreciate you stopping by. I do plan on streaming more Ground Zero whenever I get a chance, because I do love this game. But I am just going to try this new game. Again, Luna Abyss, I think it's kind of like a first-person, like Doom-like shooter with platforming or something. I don't know. It's got mixed reviews on Steam, but it's kind of horror-themed. It looks like it's supposed to be dark. Oh! I didn't realize it. It's actually the same publisher as Ground Zero. Interesting. But I'm going to try that out just a little bit. But yeah, if you were here for Ground Zero, thanks for stopping by. If you want to stick around for this, or if you don't, I completely understand. I'm just going to play this for a little bit, and then I'm going to be calling it a night. But, let's see. Make sure my audio is working okay for this, which it is not monitoring for me. Let me if it is okay. Well, it's working for you, but for, of course, not working for me. Let me see if I can manage to Because this is going to be really hard to try and play without hearing the audio. Or I just am not going to want to do it like that. Maybe if I... this always bugs me that it does this kind of stuff sometimes. I'm not a Streamlabs... I don't use Streamlabs that much. Normally when I'm recording I use something else, but I stream with Streamlabs just because that's what I have set up. So I don't like to mess with it when it isn't broken. And sometimes it is broken because I have it on monitor and output. And the monitor part is not working for me. But when I look at the YouTube, of course, I can hear it through that. Let's see. Is there something I can do here? Give me a second here. Ah, man. Nah, that didn't work to fix the audio for me. Why does it not do that? Well, I'm not going to sit here and troubleshoot. Yeah, sorry about that. I know. I try and state earlier, because they do have a lot of unlockable costumes, but Tifa from Final Fantasy VII Remake, unfortunately, is not one of the official ones. But, I think at this point, because I know you can hear the audio to this game right now, but I can't because the monitor isn't working on my streaming thing. I was just gonna play a little bit of that new Luna Abyss game, because it looks like it could be a little bit of fun. Yeah, so, well, I think I'm gonna call it a night. I just want to say, hey, to everyone who watched, if you're watching this afterwards, whatever, thank you so much, really appreciate it. Really trying to build up our horror channel here, because if you've seen anything I may have mentioned before, the horror genre is my passion. If you know that we have a main channel, the Insert Coin Gaming and Reviews, me and my friend uunff, he started that channel, and he started it with World of Warcraft, twink videos and gameplay and stuff. Primarily these days we do tower defense and roguelike stuff. He does most of the current content for that one. We're also working on an MMORPG channel where he's uploading a lot of World of Warcraft stuff again. We've got a couple other MMOs coming out that we're trying to build up that channel too. The horror one is primarily my domain. So at this point, uunff has made no content for the horror channel. He might someday. He has the ability, but horror games aren't really things that interest him too much. But anyway, yeah. Thank you so much for watching. The channel has been growing a lot faster than I could have possibly imagined. I think I just lucked out with the ground zero content, honestly, because those are the games that I love the most, and we've got some coming out, and I absolutely love the fixed camera angles, tank control, survival horror from the start of Resident Evil. Loved those so much back in the day. I'm very excited that there's a comeback for some of them right now, and I hope that maintains. I know we still have games coming out saying they're the next PT, and I'm kind of over the walking sim stuff. I understand some people like it, and it's great for certain types of storytelling and fantastic, and it has its place, but it is not a favorite of mine. But anyway, yes, I'm old, I ramble on. I apologize. Thank you so much for watching. Really appreciate any support that comes our way. Thank you so much, and if you have any suggestions for things you'd like to see on... Oh, one more thing, because this is something I'm excited about that I want to try and do, and it's probably not unique, and I don't think a lot of people will watch, because a lot of people cover some of the bigger ones. I want to start trying to do things where I play bits and pieces of, like, when there's a horror game that's remade, like, the biggest one now, I guess, is Silent Hill 2 Remake. I want to play a section of the original and a section of the remake, and then also do some side-by-side playing, because I have all these consoles and I have enough stuff to where I could stream it side-by-side. And that's kind of something that I'm interested to do. I especially want to have that up and running, because the original Silent Hill is one of my favorite games of all time, and I'm super, super excited for the remake of that. I think I have about a year for that though, but I want to start doing something like that. But if you have any suggestions, recommendations, I do have a collection. I am kind of a horror game collector, so I have a lot of the vintage games. There's old games you know about that you want to see that you haven't been able to play, you want to see a playthrough. Any suggestions like that, let me know. If there's games coming up that you think you're interested in, or that would be maybe good for the channel. There's a chance I haven't found them, because there's so many out there these days. I spend literally hours sometimes on Steam just looking through horror games to see if I can find one that looks good. So I love to hear suggestions and recommendations. Can be retro, vintage, from a few years ago, coming up in 5 years. Just let me know. Again, rambling on. Thank you so much for watching. Until next time, scare well.